Hello my dear viewer, now this is a brand new category for Our Planet Diaries. Oh, just leaning over here. We are at Tower Hill at the moment, and what we are doing is we are starting a brand new thing which is going to be called Let's Take a Walk. And today, as we get the famous bridge in here, this is my first guest. We've just finished the morning class at London Actors Workshop, and as we move in slowly to this cool guy, this chap is called Lee Riley. Say hi, Lee. Stop posing, for God's sake.
Hi, Lee.
Let's go.
Hi, Lee.
Okay, let's take a walk. So then, sir, you have just had the morning class at the London Actors Workshop.
Yes.
And you asked me to come to this part because you say that there's a lot of history here. Oh, and I just better get back that bit where you said it was the glass buildings behind the ancient. What have we got in front of us here? Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, if anyone's not familiar, a lot of you should be, I hope. It's the Tower of London to the right.
Don't want to mess with this guy. Sorry.
Tower of London. That to me is the main reason why this came to this spot. It's renowned, as far as I'm concerned, the obvious history of London and what's still here, as in going back 2,000 years since the Romans started building forts and they developed into stone, you know, into building a strong structure over 1,000 years ago. So I find it fascinating that with princes and kings and, you know, people have lost their heads and have been, you know, imprisoned there. I find it fascinating that the crown jewels are there. But I love this area with just next to the river. I love the Tower Bridge.
Why acting?
Why not? I love acting.
What was the reason why you have joined this course and why you're at this workshop this morning?
It's just everything's come together in life. I find, you know, in the end, you have to follow your dreams, or you might as well die now. I don't see the point in living or anything else. Live the dream, or don't bother. So, I've always wanted to do acting for a long time, and it's just a question of just made myself get more organised. I give me my own kick up the bum to get going. I did enough research online, and I just found about the law course, and I thought, screw it, just do it. I thought, what an awesome, you know, course to look like to do, and here I am with you.
That's a thrill. Okay, you were
License to.
we were gonna. Oh goodness me, we've got a brother and sister fighting there. Let's just have a little look at. We were talking about this ship over here.
Yeah.
Or is it boat or ship? You've got to be very careful here. No, skippers can get very offensive.
Yeah,
boat or ship.
Even though I was a Navy, I was a different part of the Navy in the Marine.
Yeah. So tell us about this boat or ship here. What do we call it?
It's the HMS Belfast. You can see it's part of the Imperial War Museum. It's just, all I don't know. You know, it's just been here, I think, since the 70s. I might be wrong, and it's just for people to see what a warship looks like. The Shard, tallest building in Europe, I believe, is still behind, and it is finished. That's just art.
Yeah. I haven't really focused on it that much, actually.
Yeah, but I love London.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant.
The accent. Where are you from? Let's take a walk. Let's carry on walking. Yeah. Your accent. Where are you from?
People say we've all got accents. I'm from Cheshire, South Cheshire, Cheshire.
Any particular? What's the name of the place?
A railway town called Crewe.
Oh yeah, I know Crewe.
Yeah.
I know Crewe very well. I went for my. I think I told you, didn't I? I went for my interview there to go on to Eurocamp because their headquarters are there. I think in Northwich.
Northwich is very near. 20 minutes north.
Yeah. No, that's where I went for my interview there when I did Eurocamp many moons ago. But you know.
Well, it's home of Bentley Motors. So yeah, it's a standard railway town, and it's great for getting around. And when you were living up there, and obviously, are you still living up there at the moment? Yeah, I'm leaving gradually. I'm moving down the next month to London.
Okay, so you're
very excited.
Yeah, and tell us when you were in that part of the world, when you were in that part of the world, did you do much acting there? Got quite a spot here.
I did a course at Act for TV.
This was up north, yeah?
In Manchester.
Okay.
Yeah. I learned just a bit of screen acting, auditioning technique. So.
What? Just carry on walking. What are your inspirations? Tell us a little bit about what who influences you in the performing arts world.
People always flock, don't they, to the famous actors, the well-known actors, and I sometimes, find it hard to distinguish. Is it the talent where they're renowned for, or is it because they managed to get that break in that film, so that made them famous? I just like what I like. If I see something, regardless if it's not very popular, I'll like it. And if it makes me think, if it connects to me, regardless if they're known or not. I mean, I like a lot of new talent or unknown talent because you can get in that story more, believe it more. Whereas someone doesn't really fit that part if they're renowned for some other part.
Yeah. Was is there any? There must be some kind of actor though that you do aspire to.
Of course there is.
Yeah, go on. So spill the beans. And I'm walking backwards and just I'm going to fall over.
Keep walking. Yeah.
But just before you answer the question about your inspiration, we need to take a look at this.
Yeah.
You did say to me, get this on camera because it does look quite awesome, doesn't it?
I'm blown away with that.
Yeah.
I love art.
Especially if you see it in real life as well. When I was in what's it called? Botswana.
Yes.
It was either Botswana or Namibia in Africa, and basically it was at a waterhole, and the lions come to the waterhole in the morning. First thing in the morning they come to the waterholes in the morning. The elephants come at night time, and the rhinos come at night time, and the elephants and rhinos fight at the waterhole, who gets the water and who doesn't.
Yeah.
But the lions are early birds.
Yeah.
Because they sleep during the day, don't they? But they hunt at night time, I think, or they sleep 22 hours of a day. I think lions do, lazy sods. But
wow.
no. But while it's quiet here, as you can see, it's packed here.
Yes.
Why don't we
have
a little look at this little part, and you can tell us a little bit about what we have in front of us at the Tower of London.
Well, really, how I see it in my...
Don't forget the inspiration part where we're just sidetracking for a second, but we're just going to think...
You're not letting me get away.
No, exactly. Carry on.
I love a carry-on film.
No.
This is really, to me, like a town. So the tower is the centrepiece, and then you've got, a bit of a courtyard inside, and you've got, effectively, 4 walls, defence walls. You have got a moat in front. I don't know how deep that was in its day. And you've got, if you look at the different types of brickwork, this is the surrounding, it says there middle tower, this is a different gate. There are different entrances and exits throughout the square or the circle of the tower of the perimeter. But it's very obvious for different periods of building work, different periods of architecture. They certainly wouldn't get away with plan permission, as easy to get it done now. But there's a lot going on as it's developed, because it's so old. And they just added stuff on.
Are you fascinated by history?
I love history.
What do you love about it?
Because you can learn a lot from it. Because we're all human, even if it was 1,000 or plus years ago. But still, we haven't really... I think technology's evolved much more than we have as in humans, species. And I just like... I can't get my head around how things move so fast. And I don't know, I'll make something up. I don't know, the Georgians in the 18th century, mid 1700s, wore wigs, beauty spot, fluffy clothing,
Carry on. Yeah.
It's like that was like yesterday. Then look at us now. I'm fascinated about dinosaurs.
We've just got a new Jurassic Park film, haven't we?
Well, hey, yeah.
And I think it's crashed all the records as well.
It has,
yeah. No, the new Star Wars one will, though. That'll be the biggest one of all time. Because that's got 4 generations
and
around that.
Disney's marketing.
Yeah, exactly. No, but just going back to the inspirations thing, are we talking about the obvious here? I mean, like the biceps. Are we talking about sort of like the Arnies or the Stallones and things like that, or the Van Dammes or anyone?
I'm not going to lie.
Be honest with me.
I'm not going to lie.
Or to us, sorry.
I've loved them guys growing up, but it's been done to death.
Yeah.
And I see things as a challenge.
Yeah.
And in my own way, I see them as a competition. So I'm like, let's beat
Well,
them.
they're a bit old now.
No, but
You've got age as the advantage.
No, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want, I don't know, to do my thing, my interpretation on something. I don't like copying people.
But there's a difference between being inspired by something and ripping something off. And you know what I mean?
I'm inspired more the more I look at films by the directors more than the stars. Because of their creativity and my understanding that without them, the actors wouldn't have had the parts. So that inspires me more. Does that make sense?
No, definitely. Yeah, of course it does. Yeah.
That's and how the director has the vision to how things will finally look.
Yeah.
You know, even before green screens. I'll tell you who I love. Who I love and
Old or new?
no, old.
Yeah.
I'm only Charlton Heston.
Right. Yeah.
Love his films, from his big, you know, El Cid, Ben-Hur, Ten Commandment classics to a few of the minor ones he's done. I even liked his Long John Silver he did in the early 90s.
He was in Planet of the Apes, wasn't he?
Yeah,
And
he was in the original.
But the one thing the most recently I saw about him was he somebody who wanted to legalise guns or something?
Yeah,
because in that film,
he was the
Bowling for Columbine.
I'm trying to get this right. He was the president of the Rifles Association.
Yeah.
So he was the front man. Basically, along the lines of promoting, have a rifle or gun in your home to defend yourself.
Yeah.
You know. And
But that chap, have you seen that Michael Moore film, Bowling for Columbine?
No.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Well, basically there was this high school massacre in '99. Dylan Klebold and I better concentrate on on our road safety as well. Now, there was two kids, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. They basically shot loads of young kids, and Michael Moore made a documentary about it and like the legalization of guns. And then I think there was something about Charlton Heston doing all these like things, and then Michael Moore challenged him. But keep an eye. I don't want to say too much about it, but keep an eye on for Bowling for Columbine. It's a Michael Moore film, and you'll watch it, and he basically, you just watch it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But
right. No, I'm not letting you get away with that. All right, to be honest, I like the old story. We're talking about the before off camera. We're talking about the old films.
Yeah.
So I love Errol Flynn. I love Basil Rathbone.
We'll walk around first.
Yeah.
We'll do a walk around first. Yeah, sorry.
So to be honest, it's the old actors.
Yeah.
If I'm really honest.
No, of course, yeah. Honesty is what this is all about.
And there's a lot of special effects that covers up acting.
Yeah.
And lets people get away with it, in my view.
Oh, no, of course, yeah.
So in the end, I fall in love with the stories, and to actually be part as an actor with these adventure stories would be, dreamful.
What would be the pinnacle for you in a performing arts career? What would be the point where you just thought, I've cracked it, and this is what I want? I was aiming for.
Leading role in one main feature. That's released worldwide in the cinema.
Give us an idea of how the plot would go on the story. Ideal world.
Okay.
This is how he looks physically these days, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, carry on.
Action adventure.
Yeah.
Whether it's looking for long lost treasure and there's some bad guys, don't know. Whether it's planes, trains and automobiles thrown in on top, obviously sex. Gorgeous woman, sort of like James Bond with murder mystery, with humour and physical parts, and I wouldn't even mind playing the bad guy, so the main lead as a bad guy.
Tell us a little bit quickly about your website and what you do. Just a little bit, just in a nutshell.
Yeah, I'm updating it all to the RileyFitness.com website.
Okay.
Which I've got up currently, but I've just releasing an ebook.
Okay.
So I'm putting all the things including my profile website at the moment as worldsfittestman.org. I'm hopefully, well, the plan is to reduce that, to get rid of that, and to put all that on my bio.
Okay.
But the Riley Fitness is all about personal training through my own philosophies, services, anything from nutrition. And
can we get around this way?
Yes,
today we can do. Right. Okay, cool. Yeah, carry on.
So
what I'll do is underneath this video, the one that's going to be the forever website, I will put the link underneath. Okay. So you just let me know. So obviously the other one's in process at the moment. You said, right? That's fine.
Sure.
Okay. Right then, FTQ, 5 topical questions. We will find a bench to do this quickly.
Right.
We'll do that bit, and then we'll get up and we'll walk around and we'll finish it off around this main part. Because tell us where we are.
This is, I don't know the official name. This is basically the War Gardens for the First and Second World War.
And we're going to be going down there in a second.
For the Navy, yes.
Yep.
And all these guys, bless them, thank you, were killed at sea.
In the First and Second World War.
Yeah, anywhere in the world at sea. So this is like the equivalent of their grave, because they haven't got a gravestone. You know, their body was lost at sea, so they weren't buried. They were buried in sea. To the depths, and all their names is on the walls that they know of, with each ship. So in alphabetical order, A to Z, with each person, depending on the ship.
So what we're going to do is we're going to actually see something very significant in here shortly. So let's just go on to this. That's very nice. Thanks for the insight, man. We're going to catch up on this just in a second. But just so we can finish this off, if you just sit down here.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just sit yourself down. Oh, there's the bag. Tell us about the bag quickly.
The bag.
Look at it. It's had rough days.
Well, this one I christened it with doing 3 months of living and adventure touring in LLA. I get sponsored when they like me by Low Alpine.
Gotcha.
And I've had lots of packs off them, but no, it's my favourite pack. And every time I'm coming down to London lately for this course, it's my life on my back. And it's great. I love backpacks because I've got world records with them, to be honest, which is another story.
Yeah, but you've got loads of stories.
We've all got lots of stories, haven't we?
Right then, 5 topical questions. I ask you 5 questions as quickly as you can. You ask.
How quick? Like one word?
No. You need. You can digest it. You can digest it for a second. No. You can answer me. And it's obviously long. Okay. A place in the world you would advise other people to see or go to. Shoot.
The Grand Canyon.
Favourite colour? This isn't going to be edited, by the way. This is just one long shoot.
Green.
Right, okay. Your favourite teacher at school, last name?
Hard one. It wasn't called hard one.
Just one on the top of your head. There could be loads, just one that sticks out a little bit.
Kerwin.
And another one?
Williams.
What is more powerful to you? Social media.
Mr. Barnett will include him.
What is more powerful to you in your eyes? Social media or word of mouth?
Powerful for what?
Getting your profile out there, or spreading a word about something.
Are we talking big, more powerful?
You got to remember that social media is passive. Word of mouth goes on. That makes sense.
I want to say word of mouth, but the way the world's going, I believe social media is more the growing answer.
Yeah, but that's for the now, isn't it? You know what I mean? In a week, it's gone.
But social media's gone.
No, but like a big news on, or a big word on social media, it's gone after a few days.
Your question was so blasé, so there isn't an answer. It's on par, really.
What is your idea of relaxation? What do you do to unwind? And keep it clean. And keep it clean. You've been very good. Your language has been very good.
Working, but it's not work. I say working to relate to other people, but everything I do, I don't. In the day, is not work to me. So just climbing my journey like we all are. Well, that's what I enjoy most. I enjoy achieving, really, challenges and achieving. That's what I love most. That relaxes me more because I know stuff's getting done, rather than just. Oh, it's another drink. Oh, it's another beach. You know, another mountain. I like to do them things, but I get more rewards from graft.
Right then, let's head down to this significant part, what you showed us earlier on. Because you're going to unwind your bag or something.
Okay.
Interesting. Right, can we get down to that part?
Of course we can.
Yeah? Cool. You had fun?
Well, I'm loving it.
You enjoying it?
Yeah.
See? Because it's me, that's why. All my stuff's great.
I enjoyed it more with you all that.
No, all my stuff's great. There we are, give a wave to the camera with your shadow.
All right.
With your shadow, wave. Wave to the camera with your shadow, just wave that, that's it. Like, you know what I'll mean when you look back on it.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit random just then.
No,
We've got two lovers here. We've got two lovers here. I won't focus on them. Is that a sundial?
Yeah, it's a compass.
Compass. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I thought it was a sundial as well. This kind of thing.
Yeah,
Anyhow.
it's like south of the river, hence.
Yeah. Of course. Right then. So, as we can see on these walls, there is lots of names from the First and Second World War. And if you just go there into that gap there,
So there you
there
go.
is a name.
HMS Jamaica
Yep.
of Norway. Riley A,
Yep.
which is my great uncle, my dad's uncle, for Alf Riley. He's a radio operator on that ship. He was in the merchant navy that was sunk by a U-boat, a German U-boat in the Atlantic. And sadly, that's the last we heard of him.
And when did you find out that it was here? That it was on this wall?
Well,
Amongst these other people?
basically a few years ago, it wasn't hard. I just looked up another relative that I'd never met, my dad's cousin. So my grand had a lot of brothers, hence Alf there was one of his, and it used to be a big family. I'd never seen any of the brothers, my great uncles, my dad's uncles. So I was fascinated by who was left, and I got in touch with dad's cousins and that, and she basically told me, sorry, the name's not coming to my mind.
It's fine, no worries.
It's
okay.
But yeah, and then I looked Anne without an E, and Anne sent me some pictures. And me and Anne with her husband Dave met up, and I researched this and googled it more, and I couldn't believe it was so close to the Tower of London all these years. And I can't believe it's in the centre of London.
Mad, isn't it?
It's mad, yeah.
Absolutely incredible. No, but that's a lovely story, that, you know what I mean? And it's amazing. I'm blown away by it, to be honest with you. It's just so...
Well, my middle name is Andrew A, so as well. So it's kind of like my granddad's Arnold and my dad's Andrew. So that's like looking at my dad or my granddad's name as well. Even I've read letters on Alf, which are fascinating. When he was during the Second World War, and up to the time when he was getting on ship, and it was only a routine. That was it. I think he was coming back from America. Well, they did Canada as well. They basically had a big jolly in America and Canada for many months doing nothing.
And do you know what year this was?
I think it was something like 41, 42. Yeah, maybe up to 43, but yeah, I think something like 42. And I think that was really, they were just coming back to England, just crossing the Atlantic. And because obviously with the Commonwealth and the Americans helping us all out, a lot of people don't realise there was a lot of British actually based in America, particularly on the East Coast, like New York and Maine, that sort of all them areas. And as far as I read in the letters, he was in a hotel just chilling out, going to the cinema some days, and just waiting for what if the alarm bells to go. Never really went, but it's just bloody typical, isn't he? He had a bad bloody day.
No, it's incredible, Lee. Honestly, it is. It's amazing. It's an incredible story. But I'm not for six by that. It's a privilege to actually just be here filming this. Really, really is. You know, it's incredible. Yeah. Oh well, listen. Thanks, man. Listen, sit yourself down, and we'll just basically close up, and we've got a family.
Well, there's something. Remember, we haven't said.
And we've got a family here now, so we're gonna we're gonna hear noises
remember,
around.
We haven't mentioned it, but no, I was in the forces. So obviously this means I get it.
Yeah.
A lot of people do get it, but they don't really necessarily get it as much.
Tell us something. Tell us just like in a nutshell, quickly, about something significant about being in the forces. Was there anything particular that you served? A place where you served at, or?
Well, it's funny. On that ship called Norway, I did 2 tours of Norway. So I did 2 Arctic survival tours, mountaineering. So I was good. I'm good in the cold. I did a lot of mountain training, a lot around the UK. And I actually did go the Grand Canyon, trekking and leading groups and mountaineering. So I had a more of a fitness adventure sort of Marines career.
How many years did you serve?
10.
No regrets?
You can't afford to, can you?
Just one little question. You know, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. But I remember once I went to go and see my mum in Liverpool, and I think I hopped on a train. And I think I hopped on a train from Piccadilly, and I went from Piccadilly through to Liverpool, Lime Street. And there was 2 soldiers on there, and I think it was around about 2006, 2007, I think it was. But basically, they said to me that people here's interpretation of what soldiers do away is totally different to what it actually is. Do you see what I mean? The media like to make it into something it isn't, and they
like. Do you mean on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, just.
Or do you mean only when they go away to fight? Or do you mean
when they go away to fight and things like that? You know, is that?
Don't get me wrong. I train much more, probably about 3 times more than most average career soldiers. You know, because I had more of a training career, but I didn't actually go away to fight. And another thing, if you want to go on that sort of question. Few people actually overall in the force actually fight. Most people, for example, in Afghanistan, in Basra, Camp Bastion, will be in that camp, be a strong fort, like a big town. They'd be more safe in some of them places than whether it's the dangerous parts of the East End or LA or Moss Side, Manchester. It's a funny, and then they get a medal and come back. But they haven't actually. It's very rare that you actually see bayonet, hand-to-hand combat. You know, rare. So it's very relative. And but the average day, what it's like is effectively an average day in wherever you base is an average day. Like in Afghanistan or Iraq, for example. So all it is just taking your barracks, your daily routine from one barracks to another. If that makes sense. I mean,
if there was some young chap now, young teenager, who is contemplating joining the forces, what would after somebody who's served many years, what would your advice be to them? What would you say to someone, a British guy now in 2015, who is contemplating?
Why do you say? Do you mean that from a career point of view, or do you mean? You say contemplate, but is that because of that potential getting killed factor, or you're not even thinking that?
No, I'm just thinking about a career path.
Well, it's probably the best overall career path for me. That I've done very well from it, because you know you get a full-time job. That you know straight from 16 I went in straight from school. You're getting paid to learn. You're getting paid for I got MVQ level 3s and all sorts of things. So many qualifications and experience. You're getting paid to travel. You're getting paid to go abroad. Paid for adventures. Paid for sport. Cheap accommodation. You know, I don't need to sell the military, but what people don't know of the military, it's a great start. You can save money, and there it gets you ahead.
Were you aware that when I told you that I lived in Israel, all the guys and all the girls have to serve there? Were you aware of that?
I was not aware.
In Israel?
There was national service.
No, in Israel you have to do national service.
Yeah, brilliant.
But the girls and the guys have to. They just have to, you know what I mean? Anyhow, we could get onto a completely another subject. But listen, this is the now, and today's date is Sunday the 28th of June 2015. And what I'm going to do is we're just having a look at the stories at the moment. and this is something which happened in Tunisia.
Yes.
Day before yesterday.
Yeah, Friday. Yes.
Friday it was, and then basically it's a trashy tabloid, but these are basically the things that are going on at the moment. It's just damn horrendous. There's a lot of British people being killed, and amongst other countries, some with like lone gunmen. The thing is, they seem to be getting younger and younger. This chap was 23, but I don't think he was alone. I think somebody else was involved as well.
Yes.
By the sound of it, there was a fellow gunman as well, it seems. And just go to the back page, and that's it's Wimbledon tomorrow. A bit more on a lighter note. So this is just what's going on at the moment in the world, because like I said, time does go fast, very very quickly.
It does.
And then two goes by quickly, and then these headlines will one day.
This is history now because it's been printed.
I know exactly. Well, it's just terrorism. It's just the world we live in now, isn't it?
It's crap.
I know it is.
You just got to be so aware. I think it's good though, people to get out there travelling.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's dangerous to be travelling. It's dangerous to be doing anything crossing the road nowadays.
No.
Because you become more aware of life.
Mm-hmm.
Just more in touch with yourself and what's going on with current affairs, the better, I think.
Mm-hmm. And this is the London Actors Workshop photo. These are the people who you worked with.
I still am.
Yeah, you still are. You did the class today with Paul.
Yes.
And there's your good self.
Right.
I just sort of like rubbing it in.
Yeah.
And no, it's just a memory of the people that you work with.
No,
And that's the showcase, and this is the showcase.
Brilliant.
Are you looking forward to it? Are you looking forward to the London Actors Workshop showcase?
It's one of those things I am. It's one of them things that it's not there until it's there in my mind. But it'll come fast now. Just want to practice as much as I can this coming week.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Well, listen, man, I'm going to go around now. And I think what's quite nice is I'll try and get a picture of yourself with your great uncle's name behind you. I got that right, didn't I? With your great uncle's name behind you.
Great Uncle Alf.
Yeah, great Uncle Alf. All right, listen,
Riley.
Lee. No, it's so wonderful to actually start getting into this again. It's been quite a while since I've been interviewing people again, but it's really, really good that you've volunteered to get back on board, and hopefully I can get some more people on board, because my channel, whisper it, but 1.5 million people have looked at my channel.
Amazing.
It's really
and
good effort, it's developing. I've interviewed almost like 130 people, so
You learn about something yourself.
No, without a doubt.
But you learn about yourself just
for
listening
sure.
to you and talking back. And
No, exactly. And I'm a complete amateur interviewer as well. Never had any training in my life. So there you go.
You beat Frost.
No. Frost is my hero. David Frost is my hero. That's what I want to be. Okay. Well, listen. I really do hope it works out well for you. It's been lovely meeting you, and may great roles come your way.
Thank you. Thanks. Cheers, Richard.